I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, Supreme Team? Welcome to the channel. It's your girl, DYANAROZAY. I'm here to bring y'all the latest on Belle Collective. This is episode 2, so come on in. If you can hear the sound of my voice, let me know by putting your city, your state, your country, your island, or your unicorn, what's up, uppity, into the chat. Welcome. And hey, Gloria, nice to have you, girl. My St. Louis sisters in the house, y'all. Oh my goodness, did y'all see this mess? Episode 2, grand opening, grand closing, okay? Marie got that dude right on up out of there, but not before he dogged her, and she told us all about it, which is why I'm here, okay? What's up, Michigan? Nice to have you, Marcy. Welcome. Ciao. A mess, okay? A mess. We're going to get into it, though. Let me get my face up here on the screen. This is my second time on today, y'all. If y'all missed my video from earlier, check it out, please and thank you. I have been on all week, popping them out, at least all weekend. What's up, Yolanda from Mississippi? Jackson, Mississippi at that, okay? Where this show is actually filmed. Y'all, this was a good episode. I actually liked it. I laughed all the way through. It reminded me of the old folks back in the day, some of the stuff they were talking about. I'm going to fill it in, though, because, you know, they were walking around shit. But I do need every single one of y'all to hit the like button and share this video. Become a subscriber if you are not already, okay? We do news, trending topics, reviews, recaps, all the things. I do put in my banner to say that all opinions are alleged, but this is a recap, okay? So I'm here to talk about what happened on the screen. And if they don't like it, oh, well, you know? Come on in. What's up, Connecticut? Nice to have you. So I'm not even going to hold y'all. We're going to get into it. Last week, when I did this review, I told y'all that Marie was dating a white boy that was feeding her pasta and lobster, I guess, child. Come on in. Welcome. Okay, I called him Lenny DiCaprio because he was German, okay? He was a German fellow, and Leonardo DiCaprio is German too. His grandmama is full German. Leo speaks fluent German, and his mother is German and Russian. Don't let the DiCaprio fool you, okay? But Lenny, I don't know what he was doing in Mississippi. Some kind of way he met up with Marie. Marie has been talking about this man for a minute before bringing him to the show. Maybe it was the loss of so many people that they decided to try to bring him in. But as quickly as he started filming, it looks like she's wrapping him up and getting him on out of here, okay? That's just some backstory. Come on in, everyone. Welcome. I appreciate y'all. Listen, I got 300 new subscribers from the gods, you hear me? So all I need y'all to do is come through, hit the like button, share the video, okay? I appreciate y'all, my new family, my old family, I appreciate y'all. Hey, what's up, Lies More Lies? You said, I'm driving, but you are here. Okay, well, I appreciate that, okay? You can hear the sound of my voice, great. So listen, this is how it starts off. First scene, Letitia meets up with the new girl, Carrie. They go have brunch, okay? They basically meet up to gossip about Marie and this new man or men's that she's dating because she's juggling 1, 2, 3, okay? Letitia brags about her job. She likes for people to think that she's a baller shot caller over there. So she's like, I'm a bail bondman, I'm a paralegal, and I run a mentorship program. So whatever you need, I can bail you out of jail. I can file your divorce papers. File your divorce papers first. File your divorce papers first. Every single season, child, you are talking to us about Glenn not being able to keep it in his pants, and it's going to be that again this year. Anyway, Carrie said that she had a good time at the birthday party where Marie had brought her men's in to celebrate her. But she said she thought there was some tension between them, and she was trying to, navigate things because things felt a little Freaky Friday up in that party. Letitia said it was not tension that she was feeling. She said it was confusion, girl. I'm feeling bad for Marie. I don't want anything bad to happen to her, and I don't want her to, create a situation where something bad might happen between the two men. Now, I was watching it. I didn't see the tension. I didn't see the confusion either. Okay. Both of those men looked like they knew the part they were supposed to play. Okay. I believe it was, who was it? One of those girls, Tambra. Tambra said she done found the right one because at the end of the day, both of those men is too weak to say something to the other one. And she ain't lying. Okay. Everybody had a fine time at that party. But, they have to drum up the drama a little bit. Anyway, Letitia ends up saying that she's going to relaunch her brunches, and I guess it's going to be called a social now. And she gave Carrie a ticket. I want you to be a part of my new social. And so, yeah, that's what's going to happen. Y'all know that Mississippi is good for a brunch, apparently. So she tells Carrie, and Carrie says that she'll be there. Moving on, okay? Now we have Miss Marie. She meets up with Essie, her good friend Essie, at the office. And I like Marie's hair like this. Sometimes she'll wear it real, like the little slicked swoop. It gives me like a Betty Boop vibe. Anyway, she wears her hair like that in this scene. She comes into the office, and her and Essie sit down. And she lets us know, Marie says, listen, pretty much like Letitia, business is doing great, okay? Can't nobody say anything bad about me. And she said that things are doing so great that she wants to put in her 2 weeks. She's ready to retire, is what she tells Essie. Essie tells her, bitch, absolutely not. I'm sick. I'm driving back and forth out of state, trying to get my new lung. Okay. Can you please hold out until the insurance and everything pays my shit off? Why are you constantly threatening to quit? Okay. Marie said, listen, you told me that last year. You told me not to quit, and I didn't. I don't think I can hold out this time. I got things going on. I'm busy. Okay. Anyway, Essie tells her, this was a funny part to me. Essie said, girl, if you stop juggling all those men, you wouldn't be as tired. Okay. Now, I'm not going to lie, because if this was a conversation between my grandma and her sisters, between my family, they've been like, girl, do you need to put some ice on it? You know what I'm saying? You need to put some ice on it. Is it smoking when you get finished? Go on ahead and rest it, child. Please stop running around here bragging about how you dating 2 men. We know men have needs. So if you're dating 2, you gotta be doing 2 things. You know what I'm saying? So she tells her to go on ahead and slow her roll. Please and thank you. What's up, Bama girl? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Tells her to slow her roll, put some ice on it, and stop playing. And also, I'm going to need you to stay on as the director of this business until my health issues are, we know I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Because she keeps going back and forth because she's sick. Anyway, Essie tells her that she had a good time. However, if Marie was with a different breed of men, there would have been some furniture moving up in that mother. Okay. She said, you lucky, because not many men would be able to sit in the same room with each other, dancing with each other, looking longingly in each other's eyes, not yours. Okay. Without moving some furniture around. So it was a good time in that regard. Marie said that she had fun dancing with both of them. She also said that she's had some experiences with Martin that really, helped open her eyes to things, like when they went, I don't know, some type of driving. They was doing some type of ocean riding, whatever, on the jet skis. She said he likes to do fun things, and she hasn't experienced that in her own life. So she's just happy about it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But then she said something that was pretty significant and pretty much puts a stamp on the scene. She says that she loves her ex-husband, Cedric. I love him. And then she said, and I like Martin. Well, if you love one and you like one, then you know which one's going to go, right? So she basically tells Essie that Essie said, you need to figure it out so I can figure out who to root for. And Marie tells her to root for both of them, okay? Root for both of them. Next up. Now, y'all know I told y'all last week when I reviewed this show, I said Cedric had the nastiest junky kitchen I've ever seen. I thought that when we be watching Love and Marriage Huntsville, sometimes I'd be looking at Tisha's house like, Tisha, why didn't you just tidy up before the cameras came in? I know y'all got shit to do, but at least clean the room they're going to film in. Well, last week on the first episode of Belle Collective, they went into Ced's house and it was so junky and nasty in there that Marie was like, she says to her daughter, is this like this all the time? And the daughter looked at her and went, yeah, like where the hell you been? And she went, oh, I didn't know this. Anyway, they cleaned that damn house up so good this week. You thought the man was in a new house, okay? You thought that he was in a new house. It was the same ass house, but she cleaned that kitchen up. It's like a what do you call it? Like a subway kitchen or alleyway kitchen. It's just a real thin kitchen. Anyway, she's in there making him breakfast, okay? Frying up some bacon and eggs because they just got finished doing the do, you know? He's laying in what looks like a twin bed to me because I literally said, Cedric's house was filthy. I said, when I was watching it, I was like, I don't know. I understand that people have things going on and shit get dirty sometimes. But if you got a camera coming in your house, my brain is always like, oh my God, my mama would have killed me. Clean your house. Clean your house. But it was clean this time. Okay. Anyway, Cedric is laid out in the bed, child, shirt off. Talk about what you in there cooking, girl. And Marie's in the kitchen with her, I guess, a robe and her undies on, child. Frying bacon and eggs. And she got her little head tie on. She said, well, I was over at Ced's house last night and one thing led to another. And the only thing I could think of was the only thing you was really doing was cleaning that shit up before the camera crew got there. But they want us to think that they was in the bed, child, together in that twin bed. Girl, Marie, your ass would be on the floor and you know it. And they could have been on the floor, child. Anyway, I was surprised his house looked like that, child. Anyway, Marie brings him his breakfast and slides back under the blanket, child. And she asked Cedric how things were going or whatever, what he thought of the party. Cedric said that he didn't like that Marie made him look like a punk, okay? She said, I didn't like you made me look like a damn chump, period, okay? At that birthday party, bringing Lenny DiCaprio up in that motherfucker. What you want me to do, okay? I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? We have things together. Why wouldn't you give me a heads up or a warning that you was bringing this man in here, okay? Because that's what people would normally say. I don't know. But Marie says, listen, I'm having a good time. I wasn't expecting him to come. She told us the other week that she wasn't expecting Ced to come. But she said, I wasn't expecting Martin to get there. But you know, it is what it is. We just date and try to figure things out. Ced tells her, I don't really like that. You and I got some things going on, Marie, and I really wish that you would just choose one of us. And then he tells her, but if you need to get your rocks off, okay, if you need to get your rocks off, this is what's going to make you happy, then go on ahead and get the shit out your system. I just want you to be happy. Figure it out, but I want you to be happy. And that's how he ends it. Either way, I don't think that's how the story went. I'm pretty sure he said, if I dump Fred, the least you can do is dump Martin. Because everybody has been talking about how this man is living a double life, okay? Come on in, everybody. What'd you say? He made himself look like a fool. You think so? He made himself look like a fool. Listen, he showed up in a tuxedo with a black bow tie. That man thought that he was there to show his love to Marie. And Marie ended up letting this guy come in who don't even look like he can pick her up. That's what Carrie said. She said, you want to date a white boy? At least date a white boy who can pick you up and bounce you. Don't just date anybody. She's not lying. Okay, let's move on. I wonder what is up with Marie's house. At the end of the last season, she was talking about moving because of the shooting. Yeah, you're right. I remember that. I remember that. I remember that. But she said at the opening of last episode, she said, I want us to keep a separate relationship. Before, he used to always come over my house. This time I'm going to do all the dating at his house. So she tried to make it seem like she didn't want him to get confused. And just like that, she got confused. Am I right? You started off strong last episode talking about you was dating and figuring things out within one episode. She's already over it. Come on in. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hit the like button and share the video, please. And thank you. Help a sister out. Okay. Anyway, after she says that, she says thank you. And we're moving on. We're moving on. Thank you. Hey, hey, hey. What's up, Lulu? All right. Now we are at Selena's home, and she is there with her fiance, Mike. And she confronts him. She lets him know that she don't like the way he's moving. She said, "You're treating me like a boyfriend, like a girlfriend. When you and I first started dating, you were telling me everything, your whereabouts, what was going on with you. You would come and, you just didn't come and go and not tell me what was up. You would call me, text me, page me, whatever these things are." She said, "Now I'm questioning where you are. You're not giving me good answers. You're showing up with all these expensive ass high ticket items that you're pulling up into my driveway or to my yard." She said that the man then bought a box truck, an 18-wheeler, and a boat, and didn't ask her anything, didn't tell her he was getting them. So he looks at her like she's half crazy. I don't know if he just is still getting used to the cameras or what, but he's like, and he said, "Listen, I pretty much thought I was communicating, but if we're going to talk about communication, you're the one who shuts down, turn your back, don't talk to me. I talk to you." And she was like, "No, no, no, let's not do that." And then she kind of admits, sometimes she is in her feelings, or she's thinking about, her late son and things like that. So she can get a little emotional or reflective. And she said, "I don't want to put that on you because I know it's heavy." And he just kind of looks at her crazy. Anyway, she says, "We're going to go meet up with Letitia and Glenn, okay? Two people who used to be in them streets and has worked it out. And they're going to counsel us and give us some good advice so we can move forward with the future." And he looked like he was about to pack his bags, just like I said last week, pack his damn bags and start digging down through the Underground Railroad. He's going to take that tunnel right into a new state. That's exactly how he looked. Okay, come on in, everybody. Hit that like button, please, and thank you. You said Marie said that she's not showing us where she lived. I guess not. I guess not. Her house, she did say that her house got shot up last time. That is true. Hey, everybody. Welcome, y'all. Hit the like button. Share the video. I appreciate all the family that's come through. Child. Okay. So next we are going to the relaunch. This is the relaunch social, the brunches that always got it popping. There was not one social or brunch or whatever the hell they were calling them before that didn't have shit popping every single season. Except for this one, okay? This one actually did what it was supposed to do. We are having a bunch of women who are talking about empowerment. They're all networking. This is Letitia's baby. She feels like, everything went off without a hitch. No fussing, no cussing, no fighting. Anyway, that was until Marie got there. They weren't fussing and fighting even after that, but Marie gets here, right? And she has on this silver Tin Man type of bodysuit, and she is all titties and ass. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Marie is shaped like a brick house, and she wants everybody to know it, period. But yeah, so she comes in, and Latrice pats her on the bottom because she's like, "Well, baby, you got it out there for me to touch, so I'm gonna tap you on the butt." Anyway, And they started calling her Bad Bitch Marie. That's the other thing. You said you like the new Marie. Yeah, so they like, damn, Bad Bitch Marie is in the house. You're juggling two men. Oh, how can I be like you? What do I need to do to be like you? Okay. They're asking her questions about her relationships with an S. And Marie tries to take the heat off of her. She said, listen, I had fun at my party. I don't know what y'all talking about. I had a good time. I'm in love with one of them. I'm in like with another. Don't be jealous, basically. And then to get the heat off of her, she said, why don't y'all tell me which one of y'all had an infidelity in your relationship? When was the last time anybody's been faithful in this group? I'm single, so I can date who I want to date. I can be with who I want to be with. But y'all still trying to work through real problems. So why don't we discuss that? Now, when she says this, I mean, it shut everybody down, but not in the way that she wanted it to. Everybody's giving her a look like, Marie. And then in confessional, Latrice said, Marie's had infidelity in every one of her relationships. Hell, she got infidelity in the relationship she's in now. Isn't Martin married? Okay, you're the side chick to him. So she's cracking up. She said, Marie, don't do that. Don't try to, attack another woman with this line of questioning. This is some bullshit. Okay. But anyway, when they come back, Marie giggles it off because nobody's listening. And she just said that she's having fun. That's all she wanted people to know. Don't question me. Try to be me, but don't question me. Okay? Moving on. This was a short episode, wasn't it? Moving on. We have Selena. She is at the party and she pulls Latrice aside, child. She said that she wanted to make sure that everything was okay between the two of them because she was a no call, no show to Latrice's restaurant. She's there. She was supposed to be a bartender. So they hired her to be a bartender and she was a no call, no show. And so she said, I just wanted to tell you that I was really going through it. My son's dog died. It was her late son. And she said that dog was the last piece of my son. So when he passed away, I also went through the whole grieving process of my son again. I'm really sorry. I still love you. I want us to still be cool. Okay. She was just like, but yeah, that was the reason why I flaked. I didn't have the capacity to call and, do what I was supposed to do. And I recognize it. And it is what it is. So Latrice said, yes, I did not realize that. She was telling her that she was in a car accident and some other things. And Latrice was like, I was so damn busy. I didn't know you had any of that going on in your life, but I'm not going to hold that against you. You and I are still friends. And I want you to know that I love you. So that was a cute little moment, or at least, it was a cool moment. They have a lot of excuses instead of just being upfront. Who are you talking about? Selena? I would have expected at the very minimum, maybe have Mike call, you know what I'm saying? Have your daughters call and make make a statement on your behalf. I didn't know why she just completely flaked. Oh, you're not a Selena lover. She said, I don't care for Selena. I really think that Carlos brought her on to get rid of JJ and So Gucci. You think so? I think that he wanted them to stay. I think that JJ and So Gucci was getting a little boring. And they needed to combine those storylines in order to keep people interested because it started getting a little slow on their part. But, it is what it is. Anyway, what else happened? That was the biggest part of it. Selena also invites the ladies to an all-white event. It's a memorial for her son. So she's inviting all of them to come and they said they'll be there. So that's what she has going on right now, child. All right, moving on. Let's talk about Selena again. Now we are at her daughter's house and she said that she wanted to come to see how they're doing, see her grandbabies. She said that she also wants to talk to them about what her and Mike got going on, her fiance, because she said Mike is not talking to her and she's not sure She's questioning her relationship right now. She said that she met Mike when she was in a very vulnerable state in her life, and now he's out doing whatever he wants to do. And she said, even though I love him, she's really thinking, do I love him? Love him? Do I want to take it to that next step? Love him? Or was I just in such a bad or dark place that I thought he was, answering all of my needs at the time? Because right now he's basically not answering her needs, and she's not sure if she's answering his, because he's doing whatever the hell he wants to do, right? So she's bringing this to her daughters to see how they feel, and her daughter is like, ooh, to tell you the truth, you were in such a dark ass place that when Mike came in, we didn't worry about you the way we used to worry about you. So we love Mike and we don't give a shit what it takes, but you better fix it. Okay. So her daughters are actually encouraging her to stay in it and to figure it out, which is not what she was expecting. Y'all know when people be looking to break up with people, you be like, girl, did you really like him? You know what I'm saying? Do you really like him? Or can you tell me something that'll help me get the fuck up out of here? Cause I'm ready to run. Her daughter said, no, child, you were in such a dark ass, depressed state. We didn't know how to fix it. And that man fixed it. Okay. So you better fix it. Fix whatever it is that's going on with you. And then Selena says off camera in her confessional, she said, I know that the girls love Mike and, I love him too, but maybe not that much. But she said she'd rather walk him outside before she walks down the aisle with him, okay? She said she's not going to make a mistake. I'm not marrying anybody in this point in my life because of what somebody else wants. So if he don't clean up his shit and do what he's supposed to do and stop trying to treat me like a girlfriend and like somebody who don't need to know what the hell's going on in this world, then we will not make it. We will not, okay? Yeah, I said the same thing. Some of y'all are saying that Selena's the one who needs to work. Oh, you said Selena needs to work it out. Marcy Taylor said Serena needs to work it out. And Gloria said, I don't blame her. And I said the same thing. I was like, girl, I'm reading between the lines. I know exactly what you're saying. And she painted the picture. At the end of the day, we met when I was in some dark ass times. My times aren't that dark anymore. And I might not need him in my life. She's not the wife yet. Well, that's what she said. I'm not the wife and I may not be, period. Okay. All right. And then we got this last scene. I know y'all saw it. I know y'all saw it. Okay. Martin, everybody was big up in Martin last week. Oh my goodness. Them comments telling me only black men wear their money on their back. She needs a good white man to make her happy. Did y'all not tell me that shit? I was reading them comments exactly like this. Me and Tia was like, what? I didn't answer y'all. I let y'all cuss me out. I sure did. I let y'all cuss me out and tell me about all the things that black men do versus white men. And I was just like, what? What? What am I missing? And then this damn episode opens with her saying that this white man ghosted her for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Y'all can go back and look at my last video and read them comments, child. Read the comments from the chat and in the video. I literally just did this and didn't say nothing else. I said, I'm going to let y'all tell me because I don't know. I guess I don't know. But anyway, not Lenny DiCaprio doing some common ass ninja shit like ghosting somebody for 2 weeks. Okay. Yeah, listen, if you're going to go to the store and buy yourself some titties and ass to attract a man and you still chasing the man, that's a problem, child. Going back to the store and get your money. Ask for a refund. Don't do that. Don't do that. But Marie comes in there again with a badass bodysuit, this taupe bodysuit, just literally butt and breast, okay, with these thigh-high boots. I don't even know what the name of the boots were. I didn't have time to check them out, child, but I do know they looked expensive. And I mean, they were over the knee, half up to the thigh and then had some sort of garter that attached the boot to her leotard. The shit was fly, okay? But again, I was told to mind my black ass business last week when I was trying to ask, what am I watching? Nobody would accept that from me. Anyway, Marie sits down and she gets right into it. She says, do you want to order an old fashioned? Marie thinking she doing something big, child, trying to order an old fashioned for Lenny. Lenny said, no, not today. Today, I'm just going to order a Coke, okay? Whatever you got to say, I'm going to be sober. I have to walk up out of here sober. So you can tell that he probably already knew that this was going to be some bullshit, but he took it on the chin. So he sits down, they order food, and then Marie starts telling him, I don't know what happened. Like for 2 weeks, I didn't hear from you. I didn't know what was going on with you. You like at least owed me a phone call. You wasn't answering anything. Like, what's up? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Take a look at me. Do I look like somebody that you, okay? Not anybody that you are supposed to ghost. And he said, well, I was busy. He said he was busy. He couldn't text her. He couldn't phone her. He couldn't email her. He was busy. And then she quickly changed the subject and said, well, in them 2 weeks that I didn't have a chance to talk to you or see you, I started, dealing with my daughter's father. And, one thing led to another. And I kid you not, she had a piece of tissue. I wish I had a tissue right here. She grabbed that tissue and she started dabbing her eyes. She went, oh, Lord. And he went, Marie, like, what are you doing? Okay, please. She went, yeah, well, I met my kid's father and, one thing, led to another. And, I got love for my daughter's father. I mean, I'm in love. I love my daughter's father. And he just nodded and said, okay. And then she starts crying a little bit more and holding her hands on her face, child, like she was really brokenhearted. And this man did everything he could to fight smirking and laughing, because that's exactly what he wanted to do. He wanted to burst into laughter, just like this right here. And I'm not lying. I saw his face struggle to keep it straight. And after she goes through all of that shenanigans, she's in confessional. And clearly the producer was like, well, you showed a lot of emotion. And she said, well, yes, I showed way more emotion than Martin. But, some people just aren't emotional. Is that right? You made it seem like this man was in love with you and that he had all kinds of things going on. What's up, Trinidad? Nice to have you. And he had all kinds of things going on, that you was the apple of his eye, that he couldn't get enough of you. And now all of a sudden, like you said, he was showing you new experiences and things, okay, over there on the jet ski. And it was real nice to learn a new culture. And all of that, he was just sitting there literally like, I have never been so bored in my fucking life. And when she finished all of it, he said, so I guess this means that you've moved on. Someone else got your heart. Well, yes, someone else has my heart. Okay. And he just nodded and said, okay, Marie, no problem. Then they get up and you would expect there would be some sort of dramatic moment where maybe they'd smooch on the lips. He didn't kiss on the lips. He didn't kiss on the cheek. He barely tried to hug her. If she didn't lean in to hug him, he would have shook her hand. That I'd put money on. Okay? Y'all don't tell me my business no more. I knew y'all was tricked. I said, y'all are playing with me. Why are y'all making it seem like this man likes her? He does not. And that's a period. Okay? I'm praying that was a stand-in for whoever the real Martin is, because it could not have been him. He is a married man with children, which he said on the show. He is a married man with children, and he questioned whether or not he was even separated. When he made that announcement, he didn't know if he was still married, okay? Period. It definitely was not that deep for him, okay? In fact, I felt like he thought, I broke up with you 2 weeks ago. You brought me here to put me on camera and make it seem like you left me when I left you. Okay, that is the vibe he was definitely giving. Oh, Marie, poor Marie, poor Marie. Anyway, I was actually hoping that she would carry this storyline all the way to the finish line of whatever many episodes we're going to get, but she quickly got rid of it, and now the rest of the season will be about her and Cedric, I'm assuming. But that is it. That is it. That is all. Okay, you guys, I appreciate y'all for coming over and hanging out with me to talk about Marie and her this sloppy ass no good TV relationship. Okay, I'm rooting for Sid, even though a lot of y'all said that Sid is living a double life. I'm rooting for Sid at this point. Okay, they're both soft in the pants. Next week we are going to get a little more, I guess, insight on what's going on with Glenn and Letitia. So we'll see how it plays out. It looks like Glenn is going to get in some girl's face, if I'm not mistaken. What was Latrice's best friend name? Was it Amanda? I think that Amanda's ex-wife is going to be on the show, and Amanda is going to bust Glenn out for flirting with her wife, right? So Amanda's ex-wife is going to bust Glenn out for flirting with her. She said that she read the text messages, and Glenn is going to get in her face. And I'm going to tell you right now, Amanda's ex-wife looks like she lifts weights. She's way bigger than Glenn, okay? She's going to knock her on her ass. Glenn is a messy gold digger, child. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing how that works out. But yeah, that's it. That's all, you guys. Y'all already know I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming through and hanging out with me today. Let me get my screen up. All right. Y'all know what to do, right? Hit the like button, share the video. Become a subscriber if you are not already. Follow me on all my platforms at DYANAROZAY, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of them, okay? I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me, and I will check you on the next one. Bye-bye.